When you say my story, you talking about the story of the islands, or you talking about the marijuana, or you talking about commercial fishing? You talking about the bird hunt? You talking about Watson? What 15 minutes do you want me to start with, and where do you want me to end?
What a strange place, huh, everyone? Nick and Kim here from the end of the world. JK, but it sure does feel like it. We're at the end of the Everglades Highway on an island called Chokoloskee Island. You've never heard of it, and that's why we're here. And behind me, that is an old fishing boat that was used to smuggle marijuana in the 70s and 80s. We'll get to all that. There's all kinds of drama here. There's actually 3 islands down here. Think Florida Keys, but far less developed. It's a very odd, quiet, everybody knows everybody kind of place. You guys are gonna love it.
Chokoloskee was cut away from the mainland, and the road didn't start coming in until 1956. When they got the road built by 1959, just before 60 in that area. Well, this still wasn't paved. It was still kind of muddy, and the cars would come through there, and it was caused ruts. They had a wooden bridge to Everglades to Chokoloskee. When Hurricane Donna come in, it kind of changed the course of everything, didn't it? Before the road, the kids would go to school by school boat. And this is the end of the world.
Chokoloskee, Florida population. No one knows. Less than 1,000, but more than 400. It's one of the smallest communities in Florida. It's basically a tiny island settlement at the edge of the Everglades. It's more like a tight-knit outpost than a real town. They have some things here. A few marinas, a cemetery, a little restaurant, no gas station, no grocery store. The post office is under development, so you have to cross the bridge to Everglades City to get your Amazon crap.
Hi there. Are you gonna come say hi to me? Hi. Hello.
They have some drama here, like where you live, but it's petty. Something shows up missing. The town drunk does town drunk stuff. It's an everyone knows everyone else kind of town, and an everyone is related to everyone kind of place. Some are retirees that want a simple life. Others have been born and raised. The type of place for sipping coffee, feeding chickens, and for people who love to fish more than you know. Seems like 95% of the island is trailers and RVs. There's some nice homes here as well. One street has a trailer for $38,000 for sale, and then down the road's a big fancy house worth $1.2 million.
Well, they had stopped our mullet fishing. We lived off the mullet, you know. Summertime, we ate them and fished them, but they weren't very plentiful, but in the winter, when it's time to spawn, that's how you made your money. Christmas, everybody looked forward to the spawning and how many you could catch, and they put a stop to it. They took away the nets. Most of the people down here only had, only a handful went to high school and actually graduated. But most of them were dropouts at 3rd grade. They had no other education, Fishing was their livelihood.
I'm 10 generations around this place. This is my backyard. I grew up playing in it. I've either swum it, walked it, played in it, paddled it, commercial fished it. Even as kids, we'd take a little outboard boat and play tag in the water, swimming from island to island. And how you got tagged was with the bow of the boat. We were smart, wasn't we? But we're still here to tell about it. Whenever when we was young, we got up in the morning, she told us to hit the yard. She'll see us when the sun went down. We wasn't allowed to stay inside, which I thank God for it, because I enjoyed my raising and I wouldn't have it no other way. This day and time's a little bit different. We wasn't violent people. Now, would the Daniels just fight? You dang right. And story goes, if we couldn't find nobody else to fight, we'd fight amongst ourselves. That is a proven fact.
I like honey in my coffee.
Starbucks French roast.
Looks
Dark. Come on, I gotta use the bathroom. You're messing up my normal morning ritual by hanging out in there for an hour.
So what's a typical morning for you, Steve?
I'm starting it. Drink a cup of coffee. Make a good cup of coffee. Where the hell's it at? About had that shit. There was a whole. Oh, it is. Excuse my French. Excuse my French. I gotta have my half and half. And my palmetto honey.
Oh, the man on his recliner.
My morning ritual. I don't know why I'm. When you tell somebody you're going to be up early, don't worry about it. Then you don't get up early. But now, if we wouldn't have had this planned, I'd have been up at 5 o'clock. You know what I mean? My family farmed these islands and over thousands of years of leaves and stuff. This beautiful soil. My family was raised on Samfla Island down a ways down the coast. But getting back to what your question is, all family when we grew up. And even today, when you move here, a lot of Northerners move here, big money. You see right around the island, see the $1 million homes and stuff. It's hard for a local's kid to buy a house here now because we can't afford it, But it's just the people, it's just the island atmosphere, Everybody gets along. We got some thieves that steal a little bit. We know who they are. Just go to kids. We used to just turn them loose. We turned us loose when we were kids. If we wanted to drink our water, we got it out of the hose. If we wanted something to eat, we just stopped wherever we was at. And they made us a bologna sandwich, or Daryl's mom and dad owned a bar. They had a little restaurant. Aunt Lavinia would cook us a cheeseburger or a loggerhead turtle sandwich, and it was great times. I miss it. It was melancholy, man. That's one of my bad problems is I miss the old ways. I really do. Throwing a rifle over your shoulder and getting in my little boat down at the dock. My grandpa built me a little boat. I had a 9.9 Chrysler on it. My daddy bought me, and we went duck hunting, and it was a ball. It was a lot of fun.
Back in the 80s, this was a big drug place. It came in on the water, okay? And a lot of those people are still here, and they don't want change. They're in the backwoods down here, and they don't want nobody bothering them, which is fine, but still their ideology, the upbringing, it's all wrong with today's society, you know.
And you're going to ask me about the drugs, so I'm going to go ahead and answer that too. The world's largest load, when I say load, come in by boat. I don't mean by freighter. I'm talking about boat, come into right here. And it was 61 tons, 122,000 pounds is what was estimated. And it was done one night. There was 19 boats, and we made 3 trips right through here.
This part of Florida, they say, has 10,000 islands down there. Some are the size of your car, and some are as large as a Walmart supercenter. It's very strange down there in that island marshland. Among those islands is where some drama happened back in the late 70s and early 80s. Over a 10-year period back then, a group of locals smuggled marijuana onto these shores and made millions. The outlaws of the Everglades. I'm gonna release a whole video where they talk about that and what they did and how they did it, but here's a little bit from them themselves, the guys that done it.
The first thing they took was the deer hunting, alligator hunting, poaching, and then they turned around and started with the nets. Then they started taking the land from the south and working to the north. People had to get into other things, so that got into most of them into marijuana smuggling, and I am one of them.
I remember one night, there was 3 good crews of us that worked, that was our big workers, you know. One night, all of us was working. There was so much marijuana on Chokoloskee bales that there was no more place to put it. Every house that would hold it, every van, every car, every truck that we used to move it in was full. We had to take the boats and hide them up in creeks because it was just so much of it. Unbelievable, unreal.
So they had to make a living when they cut out the fishing. So dudes were running drugs and stuff.
Oh yeah. So when marijuana came in, people were, you know, get it out of here. We don't want any part of it. But pretty soon, when you're hungry, you'll be surprised at what you do. It started out with rum running, gator hunting, the plumage off the bird feathers, you know, sell to New York City. So there's always a little bit of, you know, any way to make money, they did it. And then marijuana, of course, was the next thing. And people just got so much money and nobody wanted to spend it, you know. But once they started spending it, they had a ball with it. Everybody had a new truck, gold dripping off of them, new houses, you know, everything. The trailers all fixed up and everything. They started keeping the money like inside their homes, fixing it up, and then it just shot loose. Everybody knew who had it and almost everyone did it, you know. So,
if I was a smuggler, I wouldn't hide from the law. I'd just pull up to Long Beach Harbor and let the junkies come up to the boat and pick out whatever they wanted. Mappy's Flea Market for Narcotics.
This is Everglades City. That's Everglades City Hall behind me. This entire community was filmed in the late 1800s. It's really just for boating, fishing, stone crabs, and tourists. There's 400 or 500 people on this little end of the peninsula here. There's a church over there. Kim, can you show the church? There is a little restaurant, a couple restaurants, some restaurants that are closed down, a bunch of houses that are up on stilts. It is muggy, it is buggy. As soon as we crossed over onto this peninsula, the mosquitoes have just completely swarmed us. Luckily, there's a little bit of a breeze, and they are swarming. Kim is being a good sport. She's getting mosquitoes around her head. If you got a fishing boat or you're a tourist, those are the only real reasons that you want to be here. Believe me, we've only been here 10 minutes, and there ain't much to see. But we're in a place that most Floridians have never been to. This is what it looks like. Hopefully the sun comes out, and hopefully the wind keeps up because these bugs are bad, and that is a cut. Across the bridge, a few minutes north of Chokoloskee, is another island community, Everglades City. This little town has about the same number of people, but it's far more established. There's some actual neighborhoods with homes. This is where everybody on all 3 islands get their groceries and go to church and do their business. Feels like a regular town in that way. If you want to live here, it's going to be more. 250 to 800K, depending on how much of the water you want to see. Seems like everything on this island is all about tourism and fishing. So many fishing things. And the only supermarket within a 45-minute drive, I'd say, maybe longer.
Oh gosh, this one. Go out.
Look at the size of these mosquitoes. Oh my God.
Go out.
Oh my God. We are getting swarmed by
That, I don't know if that's a mosquito.
look at all the mosquitoes in here. Ah, God. Last year was so bad down here that they actually had to do the aerial spray for the mosquitoes. This year, she said the guy with the truck will start driving around and spraying. It'll kind of knock them down a little bit. But it's going to be bad. A lot of jeans, a lot of long sleeves. You're in the Everglades. That's just how it is. It's just how we live. Imagine how they lived before DEET. She's like, this will be your best friend. She called this the perfume of the Everglades. And for dinner on night 1 in Everglades City, Island Cafe, restaurant, gift shop, and swamp buggy rides, of course, and gator bites. Gator looks and kind of tastes like chicken, folks. Talk about off season. So this is the Rod and Gun Club. This is amazing. They got the alligator up here with the pool table. But the best part is the bar. Look at this bar. They got tough guy stuff on the TV, stuffed stuff on the walls, and look at this bar. I mean, come on, people. And the best part, state record alligator up on the wall. 1983. Congratulations, Mitch, Rocky, Monk, Wayne, and Old Man Taylor for that catch just around the corner from here. Oh, hey, I was just wondering if anybody was at the marina office. Over.
Copy that, sweetie. My name's Ramona Lyon. I'm originally a Brown from Chokoloskee Island. We are, I went back and looking at the books and everything, the dates, we've 6 generations from here. And this is Chokoloskee Island, of course, which was built by the Chokoloskee Indians, and it's a man-made island. It was built here. This island was built because it's surrounded by 3 sides of mangroves. And that was a good way to keep out of the storms, you know. So this was a good place for the Indians to live. Oh, goodness, it breaks.
It's all right.
This was a great place to grow up. The island's changed a lot, but it did pretty good. It could be worse, you know what I'm saying? It could be all condos and everything, and it's not. It's kept a lot of it's maintained a lot of its growth and everything, and what a great place it was. Everybody knew everybody. Everybody was kin to everybody, you know. It's just beautiful, and it's beautiful, I'll tell you.
How has it changed?
It's changed because the people that come down here want to be like the mayor or whatever. There is no mayor, but you know, if they could, and change it to the way they lived up north. We're on island time. You know, this is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. That used to be my house right there. I grew up in that yellow house right there.
That was your house?
Uh-huh.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I'll take you down and look at the waterway. Yeah, that used to be, I grew up in that house. My father, we built it in stages. We lived in a little trailer right here until we got it going. Poured the floor, you know, the plumbing, the walls, windows. It all went up one little bit at a time, but that was my home. Isn't this gorgeous?
Yes.
Fish, my gosh. There are so many snook and reds and snapper and just you name it, it's there. The only thing that's changed here is I had a little cook shed out on the end of that dock right there where I would catch the fish and fry them right then.
What year was this?
This was in 1970s, the 1975s and up. And I sold it in 1980. My husband and I got a divorce, and one of us had to go. The island's only 1 mile long and 1 mile wide, you know? So I left, and he stayed here and fished. And he was a stone crabber and a lobster fisherman. He built his own stone crab boat, him and his father, the Miss Belinda. It was nice, very nice. And wow, look at the mangoes on that tree.
Yeah, I've been looking at that.
I planted that little mango tree when I was so young.
You planted that mango tree?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So
But
you've been
they're
on this
beautiful.
island the longest of anybody?
I think there are people my father's age that still live here, and they're older than I am, but I'm pretty much almost 70, so I've been here for all my life. So when my grandfather came here, it was a place for people to run away from what they were running from, you know. A lot of people came down here because there was no law down here. The people were the law. Come on, let's show you the graveyard up here. To their old families. These are old prominent families in here.
1917, that grave has been here?
Oh yeah. Mosquitoes aren't that bad right now, but whoo.
The mosquitoes are bad. You're saying this is not bad?
No, I haven't flicked off one
Oh
yet.
my God. Well,
Well, when I was a little girl, when you ran to the bus in the mornings, there was a black cloud following you. You know, you were running just to get away.
I hear that there's pythons on the island.
Oh my goodness.
Have you
I haven't
seen
seen
one?
a raccoon, a possum, a rabbit, or anything since I've been here for this year, not one. They're gone, completely gone. It's terrible. When I was a little girl, when we got off the bus, we ran straight to the water and jumped in, and everybody, you know, we didn't have bicycles and things. We had little boats and motors. We'd play hide and go seek from island to island and water ski and have a ball. I wouldn't get in that water now for nothing with the alligators, crocodiles, and the snakes. There's no way. There's no way. And it's a shame that it's been took, you know. But everything changes. I think Mother Nature in the end will straighten it out if everybody just leaves her alone. She always does, you know. It'll be back, I hope. That's the only thing that's really, really changed, you know. The tourists haven't they've helped the island actually, you know, giving people a way to make a living. But those pythons, they're unforgiving and they eat anything. This one here especially, he's so cute. No, he's not going to turn. Let me see if I can turn him for you. There he comes. That's a birdhouse. See inside?
Yeah.
Birdhouses, but aren't they cute? Anyway.
But it seems like the kind of place that you wouldn't have.
Drama is just everyday life that every community has. You know what I'm saying? Who got drunk last night and who had a fist fight with, you know, and who argued with his wife or whatever, you know. It's just drama. You know, there's nothing much goes on. We have one cop here in town. Well, we have more than that, but he's on patrol all the time. You never know where he's going to be parked, but most of the time he's in Everglades City. When I was a little girl, you stayed out there the full 2 months. You took some salt and pepper, your old cast iron frying pan, and a big thing of lard. And you ate fish and curlew. We ate the curlew, the white ibis. That was our Chokoloskee chicken. I think I was 9 or something before I ever had a store-bought chicken. We ate the loggerhead turtle. We'd turn them on the beaches. We had a ball.
Right out here on the, here, on these islands.
Yeah, all around in here. This place was a frontier that was wild as it could be. And to live here, you had to know the waterway. They didn't put the road in until, what, 1952 or something like that, and put the road that adjoined Everglades City. So you went by, my father went to school by boat. You know, everything was about a boat. So you had to know the waterways. And if you did, you had it made.
You said killing what? Who killed who?
Mr. Watson, he had a sugarcane plantation
Okay.
down on Watson's Prairie right now. It's owned by the park right now. And instead of paying his workers, he'd go get derelicts from Punta Rassa, Fort Myers, and places like that, make sure they had no family. He'd kill them all instead of paying them at the end of the year.
Oh.
Oh, you got to read Thomas Matheson's The Killing of Mr. Watson.
I've heard of that.
5 of the people on the island, my grandfather was a little boy standing beside his father, Willie, when they shot Mr. Watson right there at the museum. We'll go down there now.
Man.
You just happen to run into somebody who knows a little bit about this place.
A little bit.
Come on.
All right. Oh, so this is the small, this used to be what a long time ago?
And this used to be Ted Smallwood's store, but it was a post office. This is where I came to get the mail. I had to walk over here and get the mail. A little post office over there. This is Mr. Watson.
Okay.
The Killing of Mr. Watson by Peter Matheson. Wrote 3-4 books.
Yeah.
That's Mamie and Mr. Smallwood. That's Mr. Smallwood and his wife, Mamie, the owners of this place. Look, just start looking. It's amazing.
Mr. Watson was my great-grandfather.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, nice to meet you. My great-great-grandfather was one of the men who killed him, and my grandfather was 10 years old, stood beside his dad.
Well,
Sorry
yeah.
about all that.
It was in 1910.
Yeah.
And
I was just saying, you know, when you're in here, you feel like you're not in the USA. When you look out over that water out there.
that's why a lot of people came down here, and a lot of the people that had the homesteads out there on the islands, you got to understand they were most likely running from somebody or something. But they lived a very simple life. They loved it. I mean, if you listen to Tosh Brown talk, he would live nowhere else than down here in the Everglades.
So how has it changed here over time?
Not much. Not much at all, really. I mean, if you meet the families out here and you, as you come down here, you'll get to talking to them all. You'll see not much has changed. It's a lot of family on this island. So 6 months is good. then you, of course, you go home. But it's just the people here are amazing. They look out for each other. You know, when we've had the hurricanes, I mean, everybody, the whole town just comes together and works to, you know, take care of each other, feed them. And they've always done that.
There's some acreage for sale. And I
Yeah.
said, what's going to go? She's like, no, they squashed that. They don't want to make this too developed.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, from my personal opinion, there would be a hard time. Whoever bought that property would have a hard time getting something developed that wouldn't sit right on this island. I mean, first of all, this place pretty much shuts down. in the summertime, you know, because I mean, the mosquitoes and you know, and the snowbirds are gone, but a motel, a hotel, condominiums, that wouldn't work. And they wouldn't let it happen. I promise they wouldn't let it happen. So, you know, as long, you know, that's what the gem of this place is, really. It's just you can come down here, you can escape, you can be who you want, you know, no judgment, no, you know, you don't have to worry about what you look like, obviously. You can just do you. And everyone's like, well, what do you do down there for fun? Well, you fish, you go out on the boats, you know, that's all you do, really. But it's the best, the absolute best.
It's almost 7 o'clock, and I'm pretty sure the mosquitoes are gonna get me like any second. This is the best time of day to shoot. Destroyed. Holy crap. One more try. I gotta get bug spray. That literally lasted 30 seconds.
Most of your job.
No.
Nothing.
No. Oh, look, you got a cat. Hey, cat. Kitty cat. What's your cat's name?
Sophie,
Hey, Sophie.
where's she at?
She's behind the fridge.
Oh, that's Sophie. Yeah, she's very shy.
I can tell.
Travels well though.
She has a don't mess with me look on her face today.
She
You made me coffee. That's right.
station.
You have a chicken infestation? Well, you're feeding them.
Yeah, well, you know, they gotta eat.
You're right.
But there's 4 hens with chicks out there now. She's got a lot of chicks. The other one's got 4 or 5, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
You seem like the kind of guy that's immune to pesky bugs. As soon as
not totally immune. I just sprayed myself down a bit.
How long have you been here, Pete?
30 winters. Yeah.
And tell me about this island and why you chose it.
Well, I found it by mistake, and I like to fish. And this was tremendous fishing. Maybe 60 years ago, it was just unbelievable from what I hear from the locals. But even 30 years ago, we could catch a lot of fish, anything we wanted to eat. Now it's very tough fishing. You got to go outside. There's still a few around, but they're hard. A lot of sharks out there, though. Yeah. My wife planted these cactus when she first got here. They were little tiny things.
Yeah, those things are 15 feet high now.
Oh yeah, 15 or more. Yeah.
So where did all the fish go?
Oh, we had a couple of cold spells, and they don't take the cold well. So we had a big fish kill because of the cold spell. And then there's a lot of pressure on the fish because there's so many people fishing. And the hurricanes wiped out some of the grasslands where the minnows used to come in. And so the larger fish, they don't come in because there's no minnows there, so they feed outside. So it's changed a lot. Yeah, the island's changed. Now that you've been down, walked around there, you see the places. Used to be places like this. This is the last stand here. When I pass, my daughter's going to put up a nice, fancier place. And, it's changed, but they're nice people. The locals are nice. Once they get to know you. The people that are moving down are spending a lot of money on places. And they're running out of space now. They have no more space here. If they want something in this park, they have to buy it, And
That place over there, that big field over there, that's for sale, but it's $4.5 million they want for it. The prices are up. It's making it very difficult for the local kids, you know, to try to get a place. So it's changed. It's all the rest of Florida is the same way. You can't go anywhere and see, and you don't run into construction down here. I think all the Yankees are moving down.
Yeah, it's like Hawaii light over here.
Well, what happened is that the lady across the fence on the other side in the park really objected a lot to the chickens. She said they were noisy and they were, you know, they smelled, which they didn't, because she kept it very clean, but the county came down and said she had to get rid of the chickens. And the only way she could get rid of the chickens was keep them, was to just open the door and let them go. So that's what she did. She opened the door and let them go, and they're going, man, everywhere.
Well, I think there's probably a lot of people that would watch this and they would think that you got it made. You got your coffee, you got your sunrise, you got your chickens, you got the ocean.
I think I do have it made. I'm very lucky. And I have pretty good health. It's the thing, I can still go out in the boat and go fishing, and you know, I fish alone. I don't go out with other people normally. That's why I ended up down in the boondocks. But as you get older, I'm just lucky to be able to get around and do what I want.
All right, breaking news. We have a trailer moving in. Looks like we're gonna have a new neighbor. All right, so we're stuck. Somebody's island life's gonna have to wait a little bit. All right, we're using this this tractor machine to move the trailer over so that they can get it around the turn. They're very good at this. Look at this trailer on stilts. I have never seen anything like that. They are hardcore out here. Hold on now, don't turn that dial. There's an even smaller island here. We went to check out the vibe here. It's tucked way back into the mangroves off the main highway. It's called Plantation Island, where a couple hundred people live among the alligators and mosquitoes. And a lot of mosquitoes. This is straight out of Gilligan's Island. I mean, you are in the, look at this over here. You are in the swamp. All right, we're walking up. This is a very strange place, let me tell you. Hey, what's going on, man? Hopefully I don't get shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your channel name?
Nick Johnson.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen you because I watch a lot of YouTube.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, good.
Yeah, I
Well,
watch a lot of YouTube. Police stuff, stories. I'm into models. I do a lot of ship models, car models, modeling stuff. History. I'm a history major in college, so you know I do a lot of research and stuff like that. But that's the reason I'm down here. I've been down here since 2016, August of 2016, and this is my third place of residence. Well, since I've been here. Hang on, I'm gonna get this.
oh, uh-oh, oh, he went after me.
That's good.
He's over.
Is he dead?
No, he's over here in the corner.
Well, the mosquitoes are bad this year.
They are, dude.
They're really bad. Last week we had that big storm down here.
Yeah.
And they brought the mosquitoes with them. Now we've had some wind here last couple of days. It kind of pushed them out a little bit, but they're coming back. I need to get rid of this water because
you got one on top of your head.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's the reason I'm down here. I'm also the music director of the First Baptist Church, Everglades City. I'm a PK. You know what that is? Preacher's kid. So I was raised up in a church, Southern Baptist Church, my whole life. If you see me swatting, it's just mosquitoes.
Yeah.
So they're real bad. I imagine you got eaten up out on the street a while ago, right? Yeah, they're real bad. So that's the reason I'm down here. All this equipment, I was going to do this house, and the lady that owns it pulled out on me, so they got it up for sale.
Oh.
I got woodworking equipment. I own 6 motorcycles. I do that work. I'm a mechanic, professional mechanic. I do all of my own. If I can do it, I'm going to do it. You know, I don't want to pay somebody to do it. If I can't do it, or I don't know how, I get a book and read on it. You know, that's how I get things done. But I'm getting to the age now where there's some things I cannot do anymore. I've got back problems now. I'm 76 years old. I don't look it, but I'm 76. 6 years in the Marine Corps. I've got 26 years of government work. So, you know, I just kind of keep to myself and do my thing. So that's about my story. I walk 3 days a week. I can't run anymore. I used to run with the Santa Monica Track Club when I was in California. So I walk. I got artificial knees. So I walk. And I'm out on the road, and these guys won't slow down around these turns around here. And they come at me. You know, why are you coming at me? You know, just slow down. That's all there's doing. Come out, want to beat my butt and all this stuff. Well, come on, let's do it, you know. You know, it's all math and stuff, but I think it's a lot of inbred stuff going on too. But mostly it's just non-education. They brought up, you know, a lot of people here, like the high school here. They got what, 6 or 7 in a graduating class each year. So you know, it's just the people that are here in the island of Chokoloskee, which is further down the road. So you might want to go down there and check that out too. But other than that, that's the reason I'm here. I just kind of mind my own business, stay to myself, do my thing. We're in the upper part of the equator here, that tropical, you know. So you got to put up with some of the stuff. Mosquitoes, gators. You know, I got ospreys making their sound all the time. But then you got floodwaters. I'm right next to a canal right here. High tide had to come up past. It'll cover this whole yard out here. I got pictures where it covers this whole yard. Just push on it. Where it covers this whole yard. And that's why you see a lot of these houses are being raised up now, because it's cold down here. If you build new, you got to go up at least 15 feet, or 12 to 15, I think. And if you just raise, you can go up 5 blocks high and get by with the cold.
So how much is this house for sale?
Well, she wants to sell all 3 lots. She's got that lot out there, this lot, and one next door. She wants $320,000 for all of them. $320,000 for all of them.
Is that a fair ask, you think?
I don't know. I'm not a realtor. I don't know. The guy, there's been offers put on it. One guy made an offer for this lot and next door, and she didn't want. No, you gotta have all 3 of them. Well, I don't want all 3 of them. You know, she's from New Jersey, so she's you know, I guess she thinks she knows what's going on. But with the economy the way it is, there's nothing going on down here that, you know, people are selling. There are the people that got money that come down here. They're coming from New York, New Jersey, or the upper states. Now, during the season, what we call season down here is when people from the north come down to get out of the winters up north. Man, these mosquitoes.
Yeah, no, dude, I can't even see. Let's go back inside. I'll let you go.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that was super cool.
Okay.
I was trying to hold the camera. You're trying. Trying to film Lloyd outside, and I think there were probably 20 mosquitoes on me at the time, and another 10 that were looking to land. Interesting guy. I mean, I literally just saw him down the road, and he just spilled the beans, and we are out here on Plantation Island. And the mosquitoes, they should call this Mosquito Island. This is absolutely terrible. I wish I had another camera to show you how many are swarming around me. Okay, I gotta go, that's a cut.
Mosquitoes.
Ooh, there it is right there, the mosquito blood.
Have you been fishing?
No, I don't fish.
And then the fire department, the community center, and the skating rink for the kids. That was all marijuana money. When I say everybody was in it, everybody was in it. If it wasn't for the drug smuggling, Everglades City wouldn't be here today. What come from the drug smuggling? The airboats, the swamp buggies, the tourism itself. Everybody loves an outlaw. Everybody poured down here to see an outlaw. Did we have the RV lodge? Yeah, we did. Did we have the fishing? Yes, we did. Did we have it like we got it today? No, we don't. We do now. And it ain't just because of the marijuana, but that's, I would say, probably about 90% of it. This place here gets in your blood. And even though it's not like it used to be and we don't consider it home and it's changing so much, that it probably won't be long before a bunch of us are out of here. But right now it's home. And this is where I'm going to be at for the next little while. And if I move, we'll figure out where it's going to be then.
You know, it's the capital of the world. Everybody, Everglades City, but Chokoloskee is the heart of it all. Chokoloskee's where it all started. Chokoloskee where it all keeps going. You know, the marijuana smuggling, it was people from Chokoloskee. The fishing, Chokoloskee. You know, the stone crabber started, Ernest Hamilton, Chokoloskee. So Everglades City gets all the reviews and that stuff, but Chokoloskee, we got the Smallwood Store, I guess where we got our mail and stuff at, and it's a beautiful spot. That's my cousin's place. You say cousin, everybody's related. You got to think 150 years ago, there was 10, 15 families living down here, and they all married amongst each other. So everybody's kin, we're still family, you know, even though he might be my third or fourth cousin, we still consider family.
Well, you got a nice life. I mean,
I know. Took me till I was almost 70 to get my dream job, but I got it. And I love it.
You get to live on the island you grew up on and make a living and be around people you know and love.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Couldn't have a better job. I love it. Isn't it gorgeous here? I love this place. I wish I'd have never moved away from the island when I did. I love it.
Are you gonna finish your final?
I'm staying here. This is it for me. That was my last move. I'll stay here until I die. This is awesome.
I mean, it's pretty bad. I'm gonna count. Oh gosh. Your whole elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 37, 28, 29, 50, 51, 52, 53, 55, 56, 57, 58.
Shut up.
60.
60?
60 just right here. And I'm not even counting the ones on your face. That's nuts. And that's after quadruple DEET-offing yourself this morning. That's sad.
I'm tough.
So tough. Nothing like a bush light to make the pain go away, huh?
Yeah.
Weezy would be very happy with the fact that you're using bush light.
They need to make this whole island one big lanai. Lanai Island.
Thanks, Ken. It actually is. Okay, so we're now the most traveled channel in America. We've seen so many places and continue to get into the rest of America. If you're looking to move and you want help with the real estate agent or need ideas on where you can move, email me or click the link in the description. My video call consulting program might be perfect for you.
I also have a new ebook. It's a comprehensive guide on the best and sometimes worst parts of the country that you can move to. We update that book all the time as we travel. The details for the consulting program and the ebook are in the description below. If you want Mappy merch, like t-shirts, stickers, and mugs, there's a link to my store in the description, or just click store at the top of the channel. You should think about joining as a channel member. Click the link in the description, or click on membership at the top of the page, or just scan this QR code on your screen. As a member, you'll get to see all the excerpts, Mappy bloopers, and uncensored content. There's even stuff I did back in college on there. I also do cameos. I can send your birthday wishes or hellos or whatever you want in a video message straight to your inbox. The link to my Cameo page is in the description. And finally, we have another channel that you should subscribe to. It's called Interviews Across America, where I upload all the uncut, complete interviews with real Americans from all walks of life. The link for that channel is in the description too, or just search for Interviews Across America. That's it. Thanks for watching.